My mom got a raise this year, a big one, the kind of raise that makes you start planning things in your head before you've even told anyone. And 6 months later, somehow, we had less money than before. I couldn't understand how. I didn't understand it either. Not at first. It took me a long time, and 2 bank statements sitting side by side on our kitchen table to figure out what actually happened to us. This isn't a story about bad luck. Nobody lost a job. Nobody got sick. Nothing broke. This is a story about how you can do everything right, earn more than you ever have, and still end up with nothing to show for it. Before all this, our life was small. Not sad small, just careful. We had a silver Honda with a crack in the windshield that Dad kept saying he'd fix next month. He said that for 2 years. Dinner was usually whatever Mom could make in 30 minutes. Pasta, tacos, the same 7 meals on rotation. And honestly, I liked knowing what was coming. We didn't eat out much. When we did, it was a whole event. You ordered water, not soda, because soda was $2 extra for basically nothing, according to my dad. I used to think we just weren't the kind of family that did fun stuff. Now I know we were the kind of family that did the math first. Every Sunday night, Mom sat at the counter with our bills and a notebook. I used to think it was boring. Turns out it was the thing holding everything together. We weren't poor. We were just people who said no to things. A lot. Then Mom got the call. She'd been up for a promotion for months. And one Tuesday, she walked in from work with her keys still in her hand and this look on her face like she didn't believe it herself. She got it. A real raise. Not a, maybe you'll get a small bump raise. A life-changing one. That night, we ordered pizza. The good kind, from the place we usually only got on birthdays. Nobody checked a coupon first. For the first time, things that used to feel completely out of reach, a bigger apartment, a newer car, an actual vacation, suddenly felt possible. And honestly, it felt amazing. My parents weren't being wild about it. Their first moves were smart. They paid off a credit card. They talked about fixing the windshield. Finally, it felt like we'd earned a little room to breathe. And that's where it gets tricky. Because nothing that happened next felt like a mistake. Not one single thing. The Honda started needing more repairs than it was worth, so they traded it in for something newer. Reasonable. Our apartment felt small once Mom started working from home 2 days a week. So we moved somewhere bigger, with an actual office nook. Reasonable. Takeout stopped being an event and started being a Tuesday, Thursday, whenever nobody felt like cooking, which, it turned out, was often. Reasonable. Streaming services multiplied. A gym membership, a meal kit box, a subscription for razors, of all things. Each one was maybe $15 a month. Basically nothing. Weekend trips got longer and nicer. We stopped checking the price of the hotel before booking it. We just booked it. Nothing about any of it felt reckless. That's the part that still gets me. Every single choice made sense on its own. But somewhere in there, without anyone deciding it out loud, our idea of normal had quietly moved. What used to feel like a treat now just felt like Tuesday. The first crack showed up small, the way cracks usually do. I asked Dad if I could get new cleats for soccer, and he said we'd have to wait until payday. That stopped me. We never used to talk like that, not since the raise. A few days later, I heard Mom on the phone with the bank, asking why the savings transfer hadn't gone through that month. Her voice was calm, but it was the kind of calm that's trying really hard to be calm. Nothing dramatic happened. No alarms went off. It was more like a feeling, like the floor was still there, but it had gotten thinner. I couldn't explain it yet. I just knew something didn't add up. So one night, when everyone was asleep, I found the old bank statements from before the raise, and I put them next to the new ones. Before the raise, we brought in about $4,000 a month. We spent around $3,400. That left $600 going into savings. After the raise, We were bringing in $5,500 a month, almost 40% more, but we were spending $5,300, which meant we were only saving $150. I read that number 3 times because I thought I'd done the math wrong. We were making almost $1,500 more every single month, and somehow we were saving $450 less than we used to. It wasn't that anything had gone wrong. It was that everything had gone up. The income, the car payment, the rent, the little charges I never thought to count, they'd all just grown together, quietly, at the exact same pace. I used to think being rich meant a bigger number showing up in your account. Now I think it means something different, because our number got bigger and we still felt just as tight as before, maybe tighter. When we made more, we didn't feel richer for very long. We just got used to spending more. The nicer car became the normal car. The bigger apartment became the normal apartment. The takeout became the normal Tuesday. And once something becomes normal, you stop noticing it costs anything at all. I think that's the part nobody warns you about. It's not that more money makes you careless. It's that more money quietly raises what you expect from your own life before you even notice it happening. Yesterday's luxury just becomes today's normal, and your bank account never gets the memo to catch up. I showed the statements to Mom. I was nervous, honestly, like I was accusing her of something. But she just went quiet for a second, and then she nodded, like some part of her already knew. They didn't cancel everything. Nobody sold the car. Nobody said we had to go back to only eating pasta. Instead, they changed one thing about how the money moved. Before, the plan was spend, then save whatever's left over, which, it turns out, is usually close to nothing. The new plan flipped that around. The moment Mom's paycheck landed, a set amount moved straight into savings first, automatically, before anyone could touch it, before it could quietly disappear into dozens of small charges. Out of that extra $1,500 a month, they decided to save $1,000 first and let themselves enjoy the remaining $500. Not all guilt, not all restriction, just on purpose instead of by accident. Nobody was punishing themselves. That's what I noticed most. It wasn't about spending less out of fear. It was about deciding ahead of time where the money was going to go. A few weeks after that, my allowance went up from $20 a week to $50, and I caught myself about to do the exact same thing my family had done. I already had a list in my head of everything I could buy with all $30 extra. Instead, I split it. I kept spending close to what I used to spend, and I put the rest away into an envelope I labeled, kind of dramatically, "Don't get comfortable." It's not much, not yet, but it's mine, and it's growing, and I know exactly why it's there. Turns out the lesson works the same whether it's $50 or $5,000. It's never really about how much more you get. It's about what you decide to do with the extra before the extra starts feeling normal. My mom got a raise this year, a big one, and for a while it made us poorer. Not because anything went wrong, because nothing did. Every choice made sense. That's what made it so easy to miss. Getting more money didn't make us richer. Learning what to do with the extra money did. I still think about those 2 bank statements sometimes. How close we came to never noticing the difference at all. My grandma says she went through something like this too, years ago, right after my grandpa got his first big promotion. She says what she did with that extra money is one of the reasons they were able to retire early. And apparently, it started with just $1. She's promised to tell me the whole story next time.